Climate change activists decide to close I-495 in Maryland until this guy intervenes.
I'm about to get locked up for 54 years for my parole if I don't make my job. And y'all are so inconsiderate. One lane. I'm asking one lane.
So these two get into it until the Maryland state troopers arrest him. Which is odd because they only go after the guy upset about missing work and possibly violating his parole. And it isn't until later they arrest those actually responsible for the conflict. Now, it's bad enough the left is getting the average day working man arrested, but it looks like they're trying to get rich off of his tragedy, because there's now a GoFundMe for the man that was arrested, which is odd because why would his family use this very unflattering image of him being arrested? No, it's because the fundraiser is actually from the green scarf guy, saying, "I'm doing this fundraiser for my friend who was caught in the blockade that I helped participate in. Police arrested him for bumping into me a few times. This man needs help. He smelled of alcohol and seemed inebriated. He faces trouble with the law and has a kid. I do not know his name, but my heart was moved. But I could not comply with his request to open the blockade." And it ends with a mindless babble of him still trying to get his activist message across. Which, this is insanity. He makes the guy late for work, antagonizes him with his livestream, gets him arrested, and then insinuates that he was driving under the influence. But now somehow they're friends and he's demanding $100,000. And he doesn't even know the guy's name. This is just the epitome of modern day activists. Just a few weeks ago, he protested the Roe decision by climbing a bridge in DC, because nothing helps the environment more than having all these diesel-fueled fire trucks having to drive all the way out there to come babysit you, and have this huge line of cars all idling because they're stuck on the freeway while you gather your social media points. And what if this guy falls? He could really hurt himself and anyone down below. This entire social media stunt just screams, "I'm very selfish and short-sighted." So I guess his other protests could be considered tame, as he bike-locked his neck to a fence. And what's with the left and bike-locking themselves to stuff? Sydney, Australia saw it with a climate change activist blocking a bridge, and the French Open had a woman use a metal zip tie to lock her neck to the net. So there's gotta be some sort of connection to far-left ideologies and putting a collar on your neck. But I'm not a science Asian. But these climate change protests are everywhere. Look at the UK. And in Italy, but they took less kindly to it, which resembles San Francisco as well. And it's just even more infuriating to know the protesters got mad at this guy trying to go to work, saying it was just going to be 3 minutes and they let emergency vehicles pass. Yeah, I don't believe any of those statements, which really enforces their ideals of, I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, as long as I believe I hold the moral high ground. And how many of them truly live a net zero lifestyle? None of them, because this is what it looks like. People that farm their own food, recycle their own waste, and build their own society don't have the time to block freeways and preach on social media. I've started to call it the straw activism movement, where they're just a paper straw and a plastic wrapper, where they want to do good, they're just not good at it. So if you've enjoyed this video, hopefully I've earned your subscription and you can help us get to 70,000 ducks. And be sure to check out our video on what's really going on in Portland, Oregon, because it seems they're simply imploding.